Mathematically speaking, all 32 NFL teams have a shot at the Super Bowl, but this upcoming season especially feels wide open, as more than half the teams have enough talent, at least on paper, to win it all. With the regular season finally upon us, let's have some fun by giving all 32 teams a reason for optimism in 2022. So here's one bold reason why your favorite team will win Super Bowl 57 in Glendale, Arizona. Arizona Cardinals, offensive firepower. There are several concerns on the defensive side of the ball, but sometimes a team is capable of outscoring all the defensive issues. The 2022 Cardinals certainly have the firepower to do that. DeAndre Hopkins is a top 10 receiver when on the field. Newcomer Marquise Brown is coming off his first 1,000-yard season. AJ Green had 848 yards last year, and don't forget about Rondale Moore, Zach Ertz, and James Conner. They can all rip off explosive plays at literally any moment. Atlanta Falcons, Arthur Smith. Smith saved Ryan Tannehill's career in Tennessee, and it led the Titans to the AFC Championship game in 2019. Last season, he turned Cordarrelle Patterson into a three-way star. The Falcons have a horrible roster on paper, but hey, what if Smith revives Marcus Mariota's career or turns Desmond Ridder into the next big thing? Maybe Smith's offensive genius propels Atlanta to a totally unexpected title run. Baltimore Ravens, secondary. Lamar Jackson and the offense get most of the love, but don't forget that defense wins championships. And, well, the Ravens have a good one this year. The All-Pro tandem of Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphrey are finally healthy. The Ravens have also signed ball-hawking specialist Marcus Williams before drafting unicorn safety Kyle Hamilton in round 1. Throw in Chuck Clark and Kyle Fuller, and you have a secondary that can easily go toe-to-toe with the NFL's best offenses. Buffalo Bills, best QB equals best chance. Josh Allen is a 5-star dual-threat QB with a deep set of weapons, highlighted by Stephon Diggs, Gabriel Davis, and rookie running back James Cook. Most recent Super Bowl champions were carried by an elite quarterback, and Allen is one of the best in the game, if not the best. A quarterback of his caliber will always give you an excellent chance of winning. Carolina Panthers, Baker Mayfield's revenge tour. Mayfield got his long-awaited one-way ticket out of Cleveland and a fresh start with the Carolina Panthers. The first overall pick of the 2018 draft has a chip on his shoulder and seems more focused and determined than ever before. Does Mayfield pull a Matthew Stafford or Tom Brady and win a Super Bowl in year 1 with his new team, following an emotional breakup with his former squad? Well, crazier things have happened. Chicago Bears, Justin Fields, sophomore superstar. Patrick Mahomes was named NFL MVP as a sophomore. Lamar Jackson also won MVP in year 2 and propelled Baltimore to football's best record. As a sophomore, Joe Burrow led the Bengals to within a few plays of the franchise's first Super Bowl. Nobody saw those drastic leaps coming from either guy, so why not Justin Fields? What if Chicago's 2021 first-round pick absolutely goes off and takes this franchise to new heights? Hey, you never know. Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow is finally protected. The Bengals nearly won the Super Bowl with one of the worst offensive lines that the league had ever seen. Fortunately, the Bengals front office took the hint and went all in to fix Burrow's protection. They signed guard Alex Kappa, offensive tackle La'el Collins, and the versatile Ted Karras. If that O-line improves even a little bit, the Bengals will have all the pieces in place to finish the job once and for all. Cleveland Browns, dogs on defense. Deshaun Watson will be suspended for 11 games, but the Browns at least have some hope of winning it all with that defense. Cleveland finished 5th in yards allowed, and yet there was still room for improvement. Myles Garrett will vie for the sacks crown again, with Jadeveon Clowney also adding some extra juice to the pass rush. Second-year linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is a prime breakout candidate, and the Denzel Ward/Greg Newsome-led secondary will give opposing quarterbacks fits. And if Nick Chubb does his usual thing, these Browns could surprise and actually, dare we say, win a Super Bowl? Dallas Cowboys, Micah Parsons. The defense was a problem for years, but rookie sensation Micah Parsons single-handedly turned the unit around and made them a championship-caliber group last year. Well, Parsons is primed for an even bigger year after racking up 13 sacks and 3 forced fumbles last season. With Parsons anchoring a quality defense, maybe this is the year Dallas finally breaks through. Denver Broncos. They actually have a QB. After 6 years of searching, the Broncos finally have a quarterback, and dang if he's not a good one, Mr. Russell Wilson. Denver has an elite defense and a deep set of skill position guys headlined by Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, and Javonte Williams. They just needed a QB to complete the puzzle, and superstar Wilson fits the bill pretty nicely. With Wilson now in the fold, the Broncos are a true title contender once again. Detroit Lions dominate the trenches. The Lions will feature a top-level offensive line with Penei Sewell, Taylor Decker, and Frank Ragnow in the fold. On defense, they have number 2 overall pick Aiden Hutchinson and 2021 breakout player Charles Harris. If the Lions can bully opponents in the trenches on both sides of the ball, it could overwhelm the opposition and propel them all the way to the Super Bowl. Green Bay Packers. They're due for once. I mean, come on, what else can we say? They dominate the regular season every year, but never get a break in the playoffs. Can we just agree that they're probably due for one? I mean, John Elway retired a back-to-back Super Bowl champion. The Patriots went 10 years between ring number 3 and 4. Peyton Manning waited 9 years for his second and final ring. Maybe, just maybe, the bounces actually go Green Bay's way for once in the playoffs. Houston Texans. Davis Mills could be the real deal. Mills was the best rookie QB last year, not named Mac Jones. Rookie running back Dameon Pierce and receivers Nico Collins and Brandon Cooks round out a very nice set of weapons, and rookie guard Kenyon Green could bring a major boost to that O-line. So who knows, maybe Mills kicks it into another gear as a sophomore and leads Houston on an unexpected championship run. Again, crazier things have certainly happened in football. Indianapolis Colts. Matt Ryan, greater than Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz melted down late last season, and it cost Indy a playoff spot. That left them no choice but to ditch Wentz and seek an upgrade. Enter 2016 League MVP Matt Ryan, whom the Colts got for literally nothing more than a third-round pick. As long as Matty Ice can make some plays when needed, the O-line rushing champion Jonathan Taylor and the D will take care of the rest. Jacksonville Jaguars. Doug Peterson's championship pedigree. Peterson won Super Bowl 52 as head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. Now he brings that winning pedigree to a Jacksonville team trying to move on from the stink of the Urban Meyer era. Peterson's winning ways, leadership, and easygoing personality should inspire the Jaguars big time in 2022. And perhaps it takes them all the way to the grand stage in Glendale. Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes, like Josh Allen, is a top 3 QB in the game. The Chiefs have hosted 4 AFC Championship games through each of Mahomes' first 4 seasons, winning 2 of them. He is a proven winner who can overcome any obstacle. As long as Mahomes is there, KC will always have a shot at the Super Bowl. Las Vegas Raiders. Derek Carr reunites with Davante Adams. The Raiders made the playoffs last year without Davante Adams. Newsflash, the former Packers superstar is now a Raider. And you probably know that Carr and Adams once crushed it together back at Fresno State. The Carr-Adams connection just might be too much for opposing defenses, as if it wasn't tough enough dealing with Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, and Josh Jacobs already. Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Herbert. The Chargers have a long history of underachieving, but they haven't had a QB as good as Justin Herbert since ever. Herbert is the captain of an explosive Chargers offense that still hasn't yet hit its ceiling. He brings so much poise and swagger to the field. With a QB like that leading the way, the Bolts will be in Super Bowl contention for a long time. Los Angeles Rams. The core 4 is still here. The defending champions lost a lot of key players in the offseason, but the core 4 of Aaron Donald, Cooper Kupp, Jalen Ramsey, and Matt Stafford are still there. Those 4 alone give the Rams a great chance of repeating. Miami Dolphins. Tua takes off with his new weapons. Is this the year the number 5 pick of 2020 finally takes off? The Dolphins brought in former Chiefs All-Pro Tyreek Hill to complement rising star Jalen Waddle. Miami also netted former Cowboy Cedric Wilson Jr. in free agency, and they signed Chase Edmonds and Raheem Mostert to shore up the rushing game. Everything is there for Tua to go off with all these playmakers at his side. And if he does, look out. Minnesota Vikings, new coach, new offense. Mike Zimmer wouldn't flat out admit it, but he really had no confidence in Kirk Cousins, and his defense-first, overly conservative approach just didn't work for a team with so many potent weapons. Well, new head coach Kevin O'Connell is an offensive-minded guy. He's going to maximize the skills of players like Cousins, Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, and Adam Thielen. And maybe that explosive group actually takes Minnie over the top. New England Patriots. Still got Belichick. For all the hate the Patriots are getting, it's important to remember that they still have the greatest head coach of all time in Bill Belichick. He's probably embracing all of you who are writing off this team. So hey, bet against the GOAT at your own risk. New Orleans Saints. Jameis is back. The Saints went 5-2 in games Winston started last year. He had 14 touchdowns against only 3 interceptions, but a torn ACL in Week 8 unfortunately ended his season. Winston is back and healthy, so is star receiver Michael Thomas. New Orleans also signed Jarvis Landry and drafted Chris Olave to bolster Winston's supporting cast. If Winston plays like he did last year and the Saints' D remains elite, these guys can go all the way. New York Giants. Brian Daboll revives Daniel Jones. New Giants head coach Brian Daboll was instrumental in turning Josh Allen into a top-level NFL quarterback. Honestly, the Giants' only hope here is that Daboll does the same with Daniel Jones and makes the 2019 first-round pick a star. If Daboll manages to work his magic and turn Jones into a franchise QB, who knows? They have enough talent throughout their roster. A Jones revival could make this New York team unexpectedly great in 2022. New York Jets. Zach Wilson is a dog. Zach Wilson made headlines for his off-the-field stuff this summer, and now, after an apparently adventurous offseason with his mom's best friend, the number 2 pick of the 2021 draft returns to a Jets team that greatly improved the supporting cast around him. The Jets signed former Bengals tight end CJ Uzomah and former 49ers guard Laken Tomlinson before drafting receiver Garrett Wilson and running back Breece Hall. Wilson's confidence should be oozing, and if things go right, the Jets may finish the season as champs. Philadelphia Eagles. The offense. The Eagles fielded the NFL's best rushing offense last year. Jalen Hurts was inconsistent as a passer, but improvement seems inevitable. Philly traded for ex-Titans receiver A.J. Brown, giving Hurts a dream receiving duo of Brown and Devontae Smith. Philly also has arguably the NFL's best offensive line. With no legitimate weakness on this side of the ball, the potent offense may be all the Eagles need to claim a second Super Bowl title. Pittsburgh Steelers. No more noodle arm QB. The Steelers won 9 games last year and reached the playoffs with a fading Ben Roethlisberger. Whether they start free agent pickup Mitch Trubisky or rookie Kenny Pickett, both would be a notable upgrade over Big Ben. With all those offensive weapons and a championship caliber defense, the Steelers quietly have the makings to go on a Super Bowl run this year. San Francisco 49ers. The Trey Lance Show. The 49ers reached a Super Bowl and 2 NFC title games with a merely average QB and Jimmy Garoppolo. They will now be led by 2021 third overall pick Trey Lance, whose ridiculous skill set and supreme athleticism should make him a significant upgrade over Jimmy G. If Lance is actually that upgrade that we're all envisioning, there is no telling how scary good the 49ers will be in 2022 and beyond. Seattle Seahawks. Anything is possible. Russell Wilson is long gone. He single-handedly kept the Seahawks in contention in the post-Legion of Boom era. But Kevin Garnett has some inspiring words for Seahawks Nation. Take it away, KD.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible!
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The GOAT. They still have Tom Brady, and hey, that is all that matters. The Bucs went from an afterthought following his retirement announcement to Super Bowl contenders once again after he opted to return. Enjoy at least one more year of title contention, Bucs Nation. Tennessee Titans. King Henry is back. When Derrick Henry is fully healthy, he is the most unstoppable skill position player in the game. Don't forget, he carried the Titans to the AFC title game in 2019. If he stays healthy, the Titans' offense will return to juggernaut status. And that just might be enough to take them to the promised land. Washington Commanders. Defense wins championships. You don't have to believe in Carson Wentz, but you shouldn't forget that Washington fielded one of the league's elite defenses in 2020. The unit unexpectedly regressed in 2021, but hey, what if they return to top-tier status in 2022? Wentz won't have to be great if that's the case. He can play like a game manager, and the D will just take care of the rest. But who do you think will win Super Bowl 57? Join us in the comment section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps out a ton. And hey, we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.